All right, so we're going to start with setting our space. We're going to set our altar here.
But first, we should say this idea came from finding this book, Burn Your Shit by Lori Dyan. Hi, Lori. Make sure to follow tarot.lori on Instagram for daily tarot card reads and monthly Burn Your Shit rituals. We are doing just a condensed version here, so go to the source for all her big deck energy. And no, I'm not being gross. That's the name of her second book.
This book is amazing for all sorts of different reasons. It talks about kind of rituals, how to accomplish and set your intention for rituals, how to prepare the space for the rituals. It talks about astrology and astronomy. And crystals and stones and all the things too. It's definitely a big comprehensive read. But we're going to go through how to set up our space. This is going to be our altar look. We already have an altar table. It's all set. We are going to use our talking stick since we only have one microphone now. We've got it right here and we're going to use it on the stick. We have brought in earth elements from outside. We're going to use here. So I will give you talking microphone stick, and we'll start with how we're supposed to start in here in the book.
Beautiful. I have the talking stick now.
And this is going to be slightly annoying because there are other people breaking things in other places around here. It is a little loud.
Sorry, didn't really think that through.
Right. We are starting with our altar, and really the whole point of this and where it comes from is she's starting with full moon rituals, starting with things to sort of harness the power of the full moon. So Lori says, full moons are the ideal time to let go of what or who no longer serves you, discard the bad habits holding you back, and unload the crap that isn't yours to carry.
Sounds good, doesn't it?
It really does, yes.
So we're going to try and see if we can put some shit to it. She says, when you work with the moon at the peak of its power, you're removing the barriers that keep you from healing your mind, body, and spirit. When the moon is fully illuminated by the sun, it reaches maximum capacity as its energy peaks, along with our emotions. The energetic release that follows is what we harness to crank up the cosmic current for a full moon ritual. Right. So
I'm ready to peak.
Astrologically timed. We have our altar. She says an altar is a designated space made sacred by your energy. Altars tell your story and declare your intentions. Any set can be a portal to the divine. So we sanctify the space with our emotion and intention. And we have our altar table here. So you're supposed to start with decorating your altar and making the space your own. She said you may feel compelled to incorporate natural objects that honor Mother Earth and also intensify the alchemy of your ritual. And energy is grounded by earth elements, stone, crystals, or flowers. So our first earth element will be the stones that we've got here, the stones. I'll pull off one of my bracelets. This is some amethyst and citrine. This was given to Sonia by that lovely lady in Croatia, which was then gifted to me. So we're now placing this here to help enhance our power and our energy. Bracelet straight from Croatia. We have our wood from Mother Earth. And let's see. We need water flows through a glass of water or symbolic shell. We don't have a shell, but we do have our Sacred Space Spray.
This is a bottle of Sacred Space Spray from Flower Power. Try and say that 7 times fast. Instead of saging the room, which we can't because of, fire, you can use this easily transportable sage spray from Flower Power, a root and herb shop on East 9th Street in the East Village. This is a safe alternative to burning sage, and it smells amazing. We're going to use this to help sanctify the space and filter out all the bad juju from the ragers before us.
And getting ready so we can filter our bad juju. Right. So fire transforms energy with candles, which was the only thing we're going to be missing here. And air, represented by flowers or incense, moves energy while creating a connection with the spirit. So we want to, before you start, clear away any clutter that you're working with and lay down an altar cloth. Put some weight. Yeah, I just thought so. Okay. Clear and cover up. Over here. And I want to get rid of any clutter that traps up nasty energy and make it stagnant. Taking care of the clutter will immediately alter how the room feels to you. Countertops, tidy your desk, put away clothes. So like basically clean your room, right? Clean your room. And if you're going to be smudging, you want to crack open a window or a door to let out the negative energy. So we have our door cracked here. And right, the most important part of any ritual and smudging is setting our intention and cleaning our thoughts and our minds. So our intention today, the intention that I will set right now for me, is that, we want to clean out the space, clean out our minds, and identify some things that we're hoping to release and get rid of in the space.
My intention is I want clarity. I want a bit of clarity in my life. There's always a lot of thoughts, and I just want to be able to hit like the reset button.
Reset button, perfect.
Yes. At the full moon, hit that reset button.
Okay, there we go. We got it. All right, so give you the spray. We can start with the spray. And normally, I guess if you had a feather, we would be using a feather, let me close this door, to clean out the space. So we should start in the corners, work from top to bottom, and we can use as much of the spray as we want. Hopefully they're not going to say anything wrong.
Smudging is an ancient, sacred practice of burning herbs like sage, cedar, or tobacco, and using the smoke for spiritual cleansing and purification, healing people, objects, and spaces. It's supposed to clear negative energy and invites positivity, balance, and clarity. Similar to a burning bowl, the Native Americans had a burden basket, or worry basket. It was a basket that they used to cultivate crops and store food, and it was hung outside the entrance of the home, and visitors were to metaphorically place their burdens in the basket before entering the home, thus creating a drama-free environment. The baskets originated with the Native Americans, specifically the Apache and Pomo, and the saying, "leave your burdens at the door," originated with these baskets. This should be adapted even further today for digital devices. Leave them in the burden basket at the door, and I'll never go outside again.
So we can start over here, loft. So basically, yes, you should be, if you're smudging with smoke and you're trying to get it away from you. Oh, we do have a feather. Rain Claire coming in. Did this come from backyard? Yeah. Love it. This is New York City kitchen, baby. Thank you, Mother Nature.
I'm clean, I'm safe.
Yes, exactly. We want to use the air, the feather, to waft the air and get the spray around. All right. Just getting this waft in as much as we can. So I was thinking, for the rage room that we're doing, Alejandro, basically, right, like trying to get out any negative energy or anything in time for the new year, sort of trying to see if, how much this is going to work, and maybe this will work better if we set our intentions and are more mindful about it than just, coming in here and breaking things, right? Let's see if we can do, have a little bit more power into it in our thought. Right. We're doing this for the new year, for Lunar New Year. The true New Year is in February, right? We are trying to harness the power of the full moon. So, right, we are in New Year, Lunar New Year, which we're talking about because, like the calendar used to be rotating around the moon, right? It was all about the moon. And as Lori says in the book, the word for month was derived from Old English, which means moon, basically. And and it was all fine until the man messed with it and screwed it all up, right? And then the Romans added January and February to make winter longer, torture us some more. So we're going to go by the moon. We're lunatics here as well. All right. We have cleared the space, cleared the energy, and you can see my OCD on full display with this book. All right, so we'll go back to the feathers. Feathers are another familiar accessory in indigenous smudging ceremonies. completing the connection with elements by symbolizing air. The cleansing smoke is wafted by the feather around a body, an item, or a room, and the stale or adverse energy is swept away. Birds are an integral part of indigenous culture, and during smudging ceremonies, feathers are symbolically carrying messages and intentions to the creator. I forgot the most important part. We're supposed to smudge each other. All right, so if you're doing this with the smoke, you're supposed to start at the top of your head to like get your mind right, and then eyes to get your vision right, your mouth to get your speech right. But we're just doing it all at once, okay? So I'm going to start at the top. We'll do your heart, and your chakras in the center, and down below. Now we'll switch. You do me, because I'm sure I need it.
You know, baby. That's what we're here for. There we go.
Okay. All right. So we should do. Let's get back to sit. We'll do. All right. She says, close your eyes and ground yourself with 3 deep cleansing breaths. Inhale through your nose and exhale out your mouth. Feel your belly rise and fall with each breath, knowing that you are completely safe and supported in this moment. Let's do some breaths. So go in. And out. Okay, feel better, feel more relaxed. All right, okay. So I guess this is now where we get personal. Oh, good God. All right, TMI, oversharing. All right, so I asked you, as I did as well, to kind of think of 3 things that we wanted to identify to get rid of in this session, and then to write them down. We're going to write them down on objects and then break them, right? We can't smash them, we're just going to break them. And hopefully let their hold over us dissipate and disappear. So I guess since I've made us do this, I'll go first.
Thank you for volunteering.
Okay, so she says, now think about what or who is holding you back from stepping into your power and discovering your purpose. What is keeping you from bravely speaking your truth? It can be attitudes, emotions, illness, debt, grudges, addictions, or habits. Consider what you need to release in order to reach your potential. Is it a toxic relationship or where you're living? That's everybody's problem. And are you clinging to expectations about how you thought your life would look? Do you feel like a disappointment to others or yourself? Are limiting beliefs getting in your way? Is it not believing that you're lovable or knowing your worth? Is it a specific job or how you perceive money? Is it how you look at your body? What stories are you carrying that belong to you or someone else? God, hit them on the head. That need release. Focus on what comes to mind, what is stopping you from being unapologetically, authentically you. Notice what's coming up and trust your intention. You may have a laundry list of things to release, one main thing that is blocking you, but trust what is coming to you. Now open your eyes, pick up your pen, and write down the following words. I now choose to release. Okay. So
I choose to release.
back deep into my drama. The first thing that I'm going to get rid of, that I want to get rid of, are my self-limiting thoughts. I think everybody has this thing inside them that kind of like holds you back a little bit, or tells yourself that like maybe you can't do this, or it's too hard to try, or second guessing yourself before you even start. And I'm trying to let go of that. So you're doing one of these things, right? It's happening. It's just like whose voice in your head is speaking. And a lot of times it's not my voice. other people and their words and maybe what they've tried to make me feel or hold me back, make me be less myself because it's embarrassing to them or whatnot. And fuck that. I'm here to fully be myself, as embarrassing as it is to everyone, including myself. Right. I want to, when I feel the thoughts, I like identifying what that is, like seeing that that's what this is. How do I then, I can take a step back and say, okay, no, we can do this. It's only something putting our mind to, right? Like if our mind can do anything, if we can think of anything, we can create anything, we can do anything. So like, why am I holding myself back? I can do anything, right? So let me smash this vase. Yeah. All right, my weapon of choice this time, I guess we'll go with sledgehammer. Okay. Oh, jeez. This feels really weird, just like intentionally breaking something. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Choose to release you. Choose to release you. Should I do a little bit? Let me do a little bit. Just make sure you're fully off.
Get it off. Get it all.
Ah! Seems so wrong. Oh my gosh. All right. Okay. We got one down. All right. Let's move on. Do you want to rotate? Do you want to do one?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
I'm writing down without getting too personal, but obviously having to get to a personal addiction.
Girl, we got it.
We yes, this is like, what do I say? Like, what else do I say? And I think that for me, one of the things that I often have to remind myself is, as cheesy and corny as it may sound, is like what a beautiful life I have, what a beautiful life I've built, and addiction has stopped me from, like, if I've accomplished great things up to now, imagine how much more I can accomplish, and I want to accomplish much more, and fuck addiction.
Yeah.
Addiction, I choose to release you, bitch. There we go. Okay.
All right.
Alrighty, ready? Addiction, I choose to release you.
Yes! That was a clean break, too. Full smash.
Addiction, I choose to release you.
Yes! That was a clean break, too. Full smash. Everybody can attest to this in the room. I am choosing to release my need for approval. Oh my God. Everybody in this room knows how much I need people's permission to do things. And every time I then realize, why do I need other people's permission? Right? It's really just, once again, self-limiting thoughts, but this is like, I don't know, maybe a little bit further than that. Like, I can just do things. I need for permission. Yeah.
We're not asking for permission. We're just
yeah,
gonna do
exactly.
it.
I don't need your permission. If I can think of something, if I can create something, or if I feel okay with something, like, why do I need other people's approval to make it happen? Why do I need other people's permission to make it happen? If, like, my intentions are right and how I feel about it is good, then that should be enough, and I should be able to do it. I don't need to, like, seek out approval from other people to make things happen. And yeah, I'd really like to let that go and just, like, be maybe more self-secure in my thoughts and projects and things. Yeah, I don't ask for it. 3, 2, 1. Oh! I don't know if not having tea
Yeah, what time is it?
We got one more piece here.
Break it.
And you into yours next?
Self-doubt, self-doubt, even if we run out of time in the session.
Yes.
I'm going to believe in myself and
That's a good smash. Great. So after we burned all of our releases, you can end your full moon ritual by placing your hands over your heart. Close your eyes and take 3 deep breaths, inhaling through your nose and exhaling out your mouth. Be aware of how you're feeling compared to your initial breaths at the start of the ceremony. Read the following words out loud. See the 3 breaths. In. In. I now release those things, thoughts, and people in my life that no longer serve me. I release them without fear or regret, and I replace them with love and healing, knowing that I am whole, I am worthy, I am enough, and I am more loved than I realize. And so it is. I was saying, so it is.
so it is. Done.
Love you. Go wrap up outside.
Yes, let's go.
Yeah. Kicking us out. All right, now you got to book this place in advance. You can't just show up all enraged, ready to roid out. So grab your fancy Delancey bagel sandwich with extra caviar from Russ and Daughters. Walk on down over here and be on time. Don't make your rage specialist wait for you for your shattering session. Be on time. They're on a tight schedule. Now, if you like this, please like and subscribe. And if you have any other suggestions for achieving Zen in New York City, comment below and we'll try. Till next time.